All right, guys, this is Scott Page coming at you live from ARG Dallas Fort Worth, day 2. I'm only gonna be on for a quick second. I'll be back. I'll be back soon. There's something I have to take care of, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of what's going on. You got their names switched up. It's a top 16 matchup for Carlos Medrano, who's using Shadalls, against Barret Harms, who's using Harms, Harms, and he is using Evil Swarm. Barret finished 16th yesterday, squeezing in the only X2. I think he was the only X2 that made it. And Carlos went undefeated in Swiss, tying the last 2 rounds to auto get in. We were talking about this. Carlos main deck 0. I got to talk a little quieter because they can probably hear us. Carlos main deck 0 Mystical Space Typhoons. What's up? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I can talk all I want. Carlos has 0 main deck Mystical Space Typhoons, and Barret Harms is playing basically every single floodgate you can think of. He's playing Vanity's Emptiness. He's even playing Kaiser Coliseum. So he's got Emptiness, Kaiser, Soul Drain, all these crazy cards. Barret, unfortunately, got a Game 1 game loss. There was a mistake on his deck list. So, and it was a main deck error. So he got to go into his side deck and choose a card to put into his main deck. He knew he was playing Carlos, so the card he chose was obviously Carlos rolled a 2. The card, and we'll get into that. And he got a Game 1 loss, and the card he chose from his side deck to go to his main deck was non-fusion area. So it's another floodgate Carlos has to deal with. We talked about it last night, and Carlos said he main deck 0 Mystical Space Typhoons. His goal, this is his turn 1, this is his whole goal to win the first game. Well, he won the first game. Unfortunately, they cannot side deck until after game 2, so it's a blessing in disguise. But not a blessing in disguise. It could be a blessing in disguise for Barret because it gives him one less game to draw Mystical Space Typhoon for his floodgates. But Carlos's game plan was to go first, and he plays 3 Maxi, a Swift Scarecrow, and 2 Mathematicians. So his goal was to go out of his way to do what he could to make a Shikinaga. The Shikinaga was 3,000 defense. It would negate all of his rank 4 special summon exceed monster effects. It would give him at least turns to draw cards to fight, and he was hoping it would get him there. I understand what he's thinking, because he can make a construct and he can make a window all he wants, but it's going to get, castelled or something. At least the Shikinaga, it's 3,000 defense and it can't get castelled. So that was his game plan going in. We're about to get started here. I got to find a buddy to commentate with me, man. They left me alone. Max is in the 1K. I got Trevor. We're good. So we'll see. Getting things ready to get started. I'll give you guys a top 16 rundown, the matches that are going on. I only have their first names. I wish I had their decks. But the top 16 was 4 Clifford, 4 Shadal, 4 Burning Abyss, 3 Satellar Knight, and 1 Evil Swarm. So it was basically, 4-4-4-3-1. So that's like a direct, diverse format of, basically 4 decks. So it's super interesting. It should be a really good top 16, a lot of good players. Carlos Medrano topped this event last year. He topped YCS, fixing his zipper. He topped YCS Long Beach. He topped Nationals. He's a very good player. I said yesterday, round 6 or 7, I said he was one of the best 5 players in the room. I still believe it. He went undefeated yesterday, so he's doing me a little bit of justice. Barret Harms is also a local player. It's interesting. He loves to play the game. He doesn't really play he doesn't grind all the time. He just plays for fun. Look at him, he's laughing. He's a little high schooler. He's just playing for fun, man. And he top 16 his first ARG, so good for him. Really nice guy. I love this guy. He goes to my local. So it's very interesting. He's doing so well. He's just playing for fun, and Evil Swarm is getting him there. He said Emptiness was his MVP. He would flip it, and his opponent would have no outs. So we'll see who's going for us. It looked like Carlos rolled 2, but we could have missed the die roll. Okay, so Barrett's going first, and he opens. So Carlos won game 1. He got a game loss. I'm sorry, Barret got a game loss. Let me turn you on. No homo.
So Carlos game 1.
Carlos game 1, and like we said earlier, he opened D-Fissure, so Carlos just has no outs, and he's going to lose this game. Unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. He's reading caster. I think he knows what it does. He's just reading just to make sure.
It just gives you another normal summon, right?
Yeah.
Or is it a special summon?
Maxi. Okay. It's not the worst. Okay. So that was a technical mistake from Barret if he's got the D-Fissure. He could activate D-Fissure, but pretty sure Carlos is just going to chain the Maxi. even if he activated the D fissure like before the rota, I have no reason why. I can't see a reason why Carlos would not activate the Max C. Yep, there's the D fissure, and Carlos just smiles. He's like, yeah. He was really like Carlos. His luck is really weird. Like he'll top the events, but like at nationals he played. He's got Dark Arm in his hand. That's a card he was thinking about taking out game 2 and 3. Like he topped nationals. He had to play against Chainbird and lost. He topped Long Beach. He played against Simon He, who's notorious, no gooder, no good doer.
Bad guy.
And he magically drew 2 rabbits all 3 games in the top 16 of that YCS. But
wow, what luck!
it's crazy, man. Luck is crazy. Luck. You can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes. And there was something else that happened. Some other YCS. I guess now he's playing Evil Swarm. With all these floodgates, he's got no space. It's just not a good time. But, game 3, he could pull it together. He could draw like 1 Space Typhoon, and he could, really go in. Reading Ophion, just making sure.
I hate Ophion.
Just making sure he still can't play.
Yeah.
Oh, he detached.
Oh. I guess he feels safe enough with the
D fissure
up that
he can
doesn't
still
care.
activate Fusion.
Yep.
You can 100% still activate Fusion. They will just get banished.
Yep.
Okay, so he could have Kirkion. Oh, he's another caster? Okay. Oh, Kirkion. Oh, Lord. I guess that wasn't so bad of a play. Yeah, is that game? That would be 1750, 1600, 1950, and 2550. Carlos plays no trap cards that would stop Cowboy, and Barret knows that. So
did all those hit direct, or?
Carlos does main deck Max C. I'm sorry, not Max C. Swift Scarecrow. Can you discard Swift Scarecrow under D fissure? I believe you can.
I don't know the attack of all these Evil Swarm monsters.
It's 1750. $1,600, $2,550,
I already got that one.
and $1950.
$19.50.
So he'll be at $150, and
What a number.
that'll be Cowboy. I'd assume Barret uses Cowboy. We're in Texas, so it's only fitting.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeehaw!
I want the finals to end.
Bring out
with the
Cowboy. Jeez, he's going in. With pandemic, you just have no fears.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so it's 1900 defense?
Yeah. It might be 1950 or
1950,
something like
yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry.
that. All these 50s in this
Which
game.
that's actually really relevant right now.
Yeah. Because that's the attack of, was it Heliotrope?
Heliotrope, yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Did he already attack with the Ophion?
Oh, he's probably blocking that attack with it.
Okay.
Uh,
Did he take all that damage? So he didn't take all that damage. I wish we had seen the order. Barret kind of just said attack, I guess. Oh, that must be game, yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Pew pew. Cowboy coming in. So that's the end of game 1. Shocker, with D fissure, Ophion. The optimal opening for Barret. Winning the die roll, summoning Ophion, and activating, Floodgate. Or having. Oh, there, Spaghetti. But it's alright. It's not like Carlos doesn't know his deck list.
The only better play would have been if he had the rabbit instead.
So I think if it's interesting because game 2 and 3, Carlos said he's going to side a lot of cards. He told me he's going to side out. There were only 6 cards he knew he was going to side out, and then he would make the decision of the other cards that he would put in. Now he said he's going to take out all 3 Max Cs, a Swift Scarecrow, Eclipse Wyvern, and Dark Arm Dragon. So that's 6 cards. And he said he has 3 Space and 3 Fairy Wind, but he's got more cards too. He said he's going to throw in the kitchen sink. He's really confident. Carlos did 0 playtesting, but if you know Carlos, this is how he is. He's super confident all the time, thinks he's the best. It's good and bad because, he is really good. And he told me yesterday, he's like, if I beat, top 16, I'm going to win the tournament. So his words, not mine. I wouldn't be surprised, but,
Confidence.
Rosty's on the other side of the bracket, and Rosty's been absolutely on fire
Rossi
recently.
seems like a solid favorite for this tournament.
Yeah, he's just
No
been on
bias
fire.
from me,
Oh, yeah, I mean, commentator
absolutely.
bias is, it's kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But I actually, I've been seeing Rossi's been dominating, and, it could be his time. Everybody's got their
Yeah.
time, so.
He's just like consistently impressing people with plays.
Yep. So wish we could see how many cards Carlos is going to side. That's a lot of cards he's taking out. I see he's thinking about taking out Math. I don't think that's exactly the best play. I see he's taking out Black Luster Soldier. Carlos' favorite card. I can't believe he's going to take it out. He draws it all the time.
I can definitely see the reason to
I
take
can.
it
You
out.
definitely understand it. Math.
It's one of those cards where if you draw it first turn, you.
Yeah, Math. I don't know. Math
Math
isn't out to emptiness. Math searches Hedgehog, which gets you Dragon or Squamata
it's
to
pretty
kill the
dead
Ophion.
with the Fissure or Macro.
But he's
though.
also citing 3 space and 3 fairy
Okay.
winds. So and he has at least a couple turns to live,
Yep.
unless Barret, did what he just did.
Yeah.
Caster Monster, Caster Kirkion.
Yep.
Dang, he's just fanning out all those cards. I feel like Econ is a good option to be taking out.
Do you know how many Black Dragons he runs?
He plays 3 white and 2 black, I think. Don't hold me to that. But yesterday, apparently, he played 2 black dragons because he had a feature, and we thought he had one in his hand.
He had
searched
one in his
another
hand, then he searched one.
Right.
I would probably drop down one
Yep.
in this because it's just.
But that's a rank 4 play he could make.
It's a rank
so
4. I just feel like it's unlikely that you're going to have light in the graveyard.
It's true. He's also citing out a lot of his lights if he's
The
citing out
RFG cards.
Eclipse Wyvern, Black Luster
Yep.
Soldier.
But I mean, it is only
But
one
he
of
has
his few outs.
the bright side is he's got 3 Dinku Sekkas.
Yep.
But Dinku Sekka doesn't really do much against like a face up. And Barret knows he's got Dinku Sekka, so he could just go draw emptiness. If you have an out to my emptiness, you got me. It's either this. You're flipping a coin. It's either do you have the Dinku, do you have the space, all that stuff. So, but we'll see. We can also talk about what Barrett's going to side deck. Do we have Barrett's deck list?
I can bring it up.
Okay, that'd be interesting. I mean, all of his main deck cards are side deck cards for Carlos's matchups, so I don't think he has to do too much work. That D-Fissure, kind of sealed the deal for him. Oh, yeah, the non-fusion. He's got non-fusions. Barrett's just chilling. Yeah, Barret knows exactly what's going on. He needs to get Ophion and get a Floodgate. His deck is presented. He's ready to go. Carlos actually has to think.
Barret siding, not what he's siding for this match, but yes.
Okay.
1 Blackhorn,
Okay.
One
Not going
Dark
to see
Hole.
it. Not.
1 Mirror Force, 2 Mind Crush, 2 Light Mirror, 2 non-fusion area. That's probably going in.
Yep. Well, he had one in his main deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yep.
because of the side deck error. So he's going to put the 1 in.
2 Spell Shattering Arrow, probably not.
No.
System Down and Power Filter. What does Power Filter do?
It's a spell. Another Floodgate. Shocker.
Okay.
1,000 attack monsters, 1,000 and lower attack monsters cannot be summoned, period.
Oh.
So you can't Dante, you can't Scarm, you can't Graph.
I've been seeing it.
It's a
like,
cool card.
Here and
It's
there
definitely a
this
cool
weekend.
card.
I've seen people picking them up.
It's one of those cards like and hear about, but you never see.
Yeah, until someone just plays it.
Exactly, yeah.
As well.
And you never know, he can get a feature, activate that card, and bang. It's good. Like,
Bang,
that's
up
usually
$10,
how it goes.
$15.
That's usually how it goes, yeah. Carlos needs to hurry up. I mean, time it is an issue, the game 1 loss and stuff, but he should have been, mulling this over in his head
Yeah, he should
before
definitely
before it
know
even started.
what he's looking
We
at.
talked about it, and he told me those were the 6, and then when he gets there, he's just going to do it like by gut. But
Are we doing top 16 timed or no? Nope, no time in top 16. So I mean,
well then
he
he's
has
fine.
plenty of time.
But still, slow play warnings are still in effect.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I mean, fortunately and unfortunately, you can't sit there for years and do no play when you know you're going to lose. So I
Yeah.
guess they're necessary, but they're probably super lax about those.
Yep.
I have a question. Stormforth? If he Stormforce and he Pandemic's his guy, can he still Stormforth the thing or no? Okay.
No.
It's weird. It could be like Tower. I don't know. I don't know. All these rulings are too in depth for me. I just summon cards and attack. Hopefully I get there. So it looks like Carlos is finally done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, I think what he was doing right there, he put his cards in his deck really slow. This is interesting. I've never seen this before. I guess he's, like, looking to know, for future reference, like, all right, this is in my deck, this is in my deck, this is in my deck, which is cool. Never really thought about doing that. Don't think it's necessary. I'm just saying, that's probably what he was doing, looking at every card so slow. And Carlos has to go first. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way around it. He has to go first. He could also summon Dinku turn 1. That's not good. That's not
No,
good.
then you just make Ophion an attack.
Yeah,
over
Catastrophe
it, and you won't have back
1750,
row.
man. He could legitimately have sided that card out, but I think I would have kept at least 1 or 2 of them in there. It's a card that actually lets you play if you have an out to the Ophion.
Yep.
Carlos, it doesn't look like he was siding hard outs to the Ophion. He was siding cards that like you have to set up to stop him. So that could be a problem. Breakthrough is one of the best cards against Ophion for sure.
He just really needs to draw the anti-floodgates, really.
Yeah, he's shuffling hard. He's like, please, let me draw space. Let me draw something.
He's siding Fairy Wind for this.
Yeah, three Fairy Wind, 3 Space Typhoon. Sided 13 cards. That could hurt him. It's a combo deck, and taking a lot of your combo cards is tough, but I guess sometimes you have to. And
Yeah.
you know, your opponent is not letting you play the game. There's no combos if you can't play. So.
Yep. Cards like Macro are just...
Not fair.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been on the receiving end of so many floodgates. It's just the worst feeling.
There's only one time I liked Macro, and that's when I was playing the...
Risky Rabbit?
No, the DD Survivor deck.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. See, that's fair. Sure. You can get a guy back. That's cool. I'll take that trade. I can't play for a couple turns, but he ain't
One
killing
part
me.
of me is like, I want to play that deck because it was fun. The other part is like, but that's Macro, and it messes every other deck up so bad.
So I assume Carlos is going to go first. And I don't know if you can hear him. He's just like, come on.
Do you think Macro should be banned?
Yes. I think all cards that say your opponent cannot play the game should be banned. Rivalry of Warlords, Goes in Match. Okay, El Shaddai, does he have an Earth? All right, he's got Falco. So this is a strong start. At least he gets, he gets something going. So he could send Beast, draw a card, maybe give him more outs. He gets Squamata for, if he's got like another El Shaddai Fusion in his hand, he could get Hedgehog and get a card to get Squamata. You want to? All right, it's pretty interesting actually right now. All right, Max is back. Until the 1K starts, he should be fine before this match ends. If he has to go, we'll say our goodbyes. All right, Max, let me fill you in.
So we're in game 3 already?
Yeah, well, Barret got a game, lost game 1, and it was a main deck error.
Oh, okay.
So he got to go into a side deck and choose a card to put into his main deck, and he chose non-fusion area. Another play game. Yeah, he's using Evil Swarm with Macro, D-Fissure, Soul Drain.
He's made everything.
He's using Kaiser Coliseum also.
Wow.
That is a series card. Ophion Kaiser is that's no joke.
Yeah, that's unreal.
So he lost game 1, and then game 2 was really quick. He opened Ophion D-Fissure, so that was just game.
Okay.
And Carlos has a main deck and he Mystical Space Typhoon. So here we are now, the real game with side deck cards. And Carlos is going first. El Shaddai figured he was going to send Beast to draw the card.
Pretty strong.
Set up your Falco Beast. Eat your math. That's a good card. He's got Storm. Is that what Storm Force Vanity's theme?
There is a spell. I can't make it out.
It looks like a Stormforth in his hand.
It looks like a Vanity's theme too.
And a math with it?
So Carlos opening very strong.
Yep, this is one of the best things that could happen. The Shikinaga, his play game 1 was to go first and make Shikinaga in defense mode because if he makes Construct, it can get Castelled or all that stuff. So I'm just trying to fill you in.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Appreciate it.
Like, so math can get.
So
I was just thinking.
Carlos is thinking about something here. Does he have a normal summon?
Yes.
Okay.
He drew math off the Beast. So.
Oh, this is good.
That gives him a lot of options. Yeah. Oh, he's looking what he sided 13 cards, so he's looking what he sided out. Yeah. And he already used Beast, so he could save that math, but he's got a.
He could normal the math and send Squamata and Core and get back the El Shaddai Fusion.
True.
To
he could have sided out Core
keep
though.
His stuff alive. That is very true.
The Core in game 2, like, he's gonna tribute.
Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna.
So this is strong. So his only out in his main and side is either Raigeki.
Do we have his deck list?
We do. Can you check that for us, Trevor? I'm pretty sure Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
That was crazy. Did he draw it? A 6 card? Oh, yeah, you can tell Carlos is really salty.
Desmond is freaking out over there.
Yeah.
He went Construct Vanity's Fiend, and then the kid just Raigeki to.
Another tidbit of information. There's a lot of fans for Barret. Because Barret
he's got
is
a huge crowd over there.
Okay, no Ophion.
Just a Thunderbird.
With great things come bad things. So
this is Barret's side. He's got a Black Horn, a Dark Hole, a Mirror Force, 2 Mind Crush, 2 light mirror, 2
One
non-fusion area.
non-fusion
Oh,
area.
1 not, yeah, because of the deck area.
So we had 1 Raigeki, 1 Dark Hole.
He's setting system down. That's interesting. And power filter.
Power Flip was cool, I
Yeah,
think.
it's a floodgate for BA. I'm pretty
Another
sure.
floodgate, why not? Carlos summons Math. Hedge.
I assume he tacked with Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 1650.
Yeah,
I love these 50s.
they add up.
Thunderbird's such a good card too. I don't think this deck has like a hard out to not, get around it.
Yeah, everything's too little. Dragon can't even get over it. He could tribute for Beast, but that just seems bad.
Oh, he just summoned that guy.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what exactly he can do. He's shaking his head. That was his win condition. I mean, in these matchups, you just have to go in.
He really just
Like-
tried to create an auto-win situation and
Just
hope that Barret
pray,
didn't have the out,
pray,
and he
pray,
did.
pray, yeah.
It was an anti-win
Was
situation.
it a 6 card? Because they freaked out like it was
Yeah.
I
a 6
assume
card.
so.
And
They were-
Desmond and Carlos actually have like a past. Like they're friends. They're really good friends, but they just like to talk so much trash to each other. So I'm sure Desmond was, happy and sad, but he's, having fun.
So do we know what Barrett's face downs are?
I saw Warning. I
Okay.
saw, I think, a Pandemic and a Deep Prison.
All right.
You can talk to them.
You
at
got to
the blue
talk up to
table.
the scorekeepers.
We don't do any of that.
Yeah,
we don't do
We
anything.
just commentate. We don't really like keep track of that.
Just, you got to go to the blue
Yeah.
table.
Go to the scorekeepers table.
Jeez, we need
I
to
hate
sign.
that.
Yeah,
I know.
We just
Do not interrupt.
We are
us.
not TOs.
Jeez. Well, good thing is Carlos hasn't done anything.
yeah.
So he summons Matt. The summon's good. He knows he has El Shaddai, so he can't warn.
Is there a Danko in his hand?
I think there is.
So he has the out to the Danko Sekka with a
No
warning.
warning. Yeah, but he's gonna have to warning
Yeah.
the El Shaddai, I think.
Carlos also has to get rid of his back row too.
Yep, that's a lot
He
of
wants the
backers.
Danko to stick.
He's got a D prison, so. Carlos likes to think. He's a thinker for sure.
He has all the time he needs.
Yeah,
So
it's true. No time.
he can definitely make the best play possible.
Probably,
Or close to the best play
right.
possible. Yeah.
Probably hasn't seen the Thunderbird in like a year. He had to
Yeah.
double check what he could do.
I think he's just gonna maybe try to draw a card.
It looks like he's about to crash and draw a card. It was a 6 card? Oh man, it was a 6 card. That's brutal. Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, Carlos would have been in such good shape. If he didn't have
He
that
really,
game.
yeah. I thought the game was over.
Man. El Shaddai is probably gonna get warninged. Yeah. He has
Pretty
deep prison,
easy
so
choice.
maybe. Yeah. Now Carlos is just like, geez, what does it take?
I don't think
Raigeki warning. What
Barrett's
else?
gonna let anything happen this
Oh,
It's
game.
no.
Barrett's day right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yesterday and today.
He had a day yesterday.
This guy's
too.
going in. He might just open
Not
his
even
way
the
to the
game
top.
loss can
He was
stop
the
him.
1x2 to get in.
Not even the game loss is going to stop him.
He's determined.
He didn't even draw the non-fusion area.
Yeah. That's so funny, man.
Is that a light mirror?
It is.
Yes. No, he's looking at his side.
Oh, okay. I
See
was
what he
like,
sided
what?
out, yeah. He sided 13 cards. He's going to crash. He's got D prison. It's interesting. What can he really...
I think I would let him,
I was thinking
Yeah,
the same thing.
I think I
wanna
would've saved
save
the
that
D prison there.
for a bigger force.
because if he just has
bigger
Pandemic,
threat.
he doesn't really have that many outs to stuff like Constructor.
He has a trap in hand. No, that's a
Oh, he's going.
Oh, okay. He has Pandemic, so he can literally just push right now. Yep, he knows that too.
Yeah. That's 1750,
1650.
1650. He should have activated the Thunderbird on
1950.
his own turn on the D prison.
1750.
Yeah,
He's at 1,000.
300 less damage.
he put that's puts him to
That would
1,000.
have been game, yeah. If he did the extra 300 with the Cowboy.
Man, we want to see Cowboy for a game in
I know.
Texas. So
we actually
bad.
saw it last game.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Bang bang is right.
It's actually a misplay because he cored after taking a bunch of damage last game instead of like using it to block and attack.
Yeah.
So, do we know if he extra decks Heartland Draco?
He could just make like Cowboy this turn, but he has to make Ophion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's playing the trap one that lets you tag out your guys to
Infestation
search.
Pandemic or the trap card. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
They
it's
all
called.
sound the same. Infestation Infection.
Yeah.
Or is that the spell? Anyway, the trap card.
Ophion's very strong right here.
Yeah.
No Heartland Draco. Oh, yeah, there is one. One Heartland Draco.
Wow, so if he can grab the trap, then he can just toolbox for Kirkion and hopefully go for game next
Yeah,
turn.
I think he can game him next turn regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's because I think he already has the spell.
Carlos needing some
And
kind
he's
of
thinking this
good
long,
top
so
deck
like
here.
my read would be he has the spell, and he's thinking, do I
Yep.
want the spell or do I want the trap card? And he
Yeah,
chose
he
the spell.
definitely
Now he
want-
100% has the spell. So now Carlos knows all his cards.
I don't know if that's even going to help him, though.
Oh no.
There again, he probably should have
But-
chained the Thunderbird to
Yeah.
make it come back and
Yeah.
get more attack points.
But Barret just like
Yeah.
he just plays for fun.
Yep.
He's just chilling. Like he came to this
Yeah.
event for fun and bang got top 16. So
Those are the best stories.
Yeah.
Like Carlos's best option or best hand chance now is like Dinku. Oh, what's his back row though? He has to activate that. Like Dinku Snatch. That's like
Snatch the
Stormforge.
card.
All right.
But he can chain the spell and they're all unaffected, right?
Believe so,
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
All the ones currently on the field, I believe it is.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Carlos also.
Wow.
What did he do?
Barret moves